Hi, I'm Sandy McGregor. I'm really excited to bring to you the Calm Life Skills Seminar on audio cassettes and videotape. To be able to deliberately use the power of your subconscious mind will make your life more fulfilling. We have such a fantastic power inside us, and we can use it easily. You can learn to use it to achieve any goal faster, to sleep better, do better at study, release weight, gain confidence, release pain, to help with healing, have better relationships, achieve more sales. The list is endless. Why use the subconscious mind? Because it's got all our memory and habits and personality and self-image in it. It's 88% of our mind. We're taught to use the conscious mind, but not taught how to use the subconscious. Unless you happen to be an elite sports person, they're taught how to use it, to do even better in their chosen field of endeavour. Well, now it's your turn to be elite. I'm sure you have already seen video number 1, how to use the power of your minds. If not, I encourage you to have a look at it soon. In the video, I tell you my story, how I, as a prove-it-to-me, left-brain, analytical, military engineer, had to experientially prove to myself that the subconscious mind existed. I needed to demonstrate the power of it. I discovered it did exist. It is powerful, and it's not as mystical or as difficult to do as some people like to make out. In fact, it's really easy. I passionately believe it's my responsibility to pass on these easy techniques to you and others so that it works in your daily life. The process of how you can tap into another 88% of your own mind power and use it to your advantage every minute of every day. Thousands have heard about the techniques I use, either from radio, press, TV or friends. Literally tens of thousands from all walks of life have read my books, listened to my tapes and attended talks and seminars. My latest book, Student Steps to Success, includes great endorsements from 17 school principals and university professors, and the foreword is by the Professor of Education from Sydney University. My regular newsletter features stories of personal success using the Calm techniques. Here's one. It's a favourite of mine, about Kathy. Kathy came to my seminar with the intention of later on teaching the techniques to her mother, who had cancer. She had already read Peace of Mind and was open to the possibility that mind power could work for some, but sceptical about it working for her or her ability to work with it. She had no intention of using the process for herself. Kathy herself had suffered from depression for years and even told me that she didn't care if a truck ran over her on the way home. The day after the seminar, Kathy had a mammogram, which showed a deeply embedded lump. She was recommended to have it cut out straight away. She was told that in order for the surgeon to know exactly where the lump was, a 10-centimetre long wire would have to be inserted into her breast without anaesthetic, and that it would hurt a bit. Then she would go under general anaesthetic to have the lump removed. She said she hated pain, and in desperation she spent the next few days and nights using the Calm technique and imagining the wire being inserted easily and painlessly, like putting a spoon into yogurt, and affirming, "This feels great." She really didn't believe it would work for her, but she was desperate, so she pretended. As she was practicing one day, she got the idea to imagine all her previous sadness, pain and injustice, anger and bitterness that led to her depression going into the lump so that it, the depression, could be cut out in the operation along with the lump. Between Monday and Thursday, she did this hundreds of times. When the wire was finally inserted, she kept up her affirmation whilst in the relaxed state. "I feel nothing. This feels great." To her amazement, It did not hurt at all, and afterwards she felt really positive and didn't even consider the lump being cancerous. Days later, it was confirmed the lump was benign. The fantastic thing was that her depression had gone, as if a big black blanket had been lifted so she could see and breathe again. She had proved the process had worked for her. So Kathy really used the calm technique and proved it to herself. You know, you can do that too. Let's just look at some of the reasons that Kathy wanted to do the seminar and ultimately found out for herself why it was so important that she succeed in using the techniques. First of all, she wanted to help her mother. Therefore, she would have listened intently so she could pass it on to her later. Then the lump was discovered, and she knew there would be pain involved. She didn't like pain, did she? So there was another reason. There was a desire to be able to cope with pain. And then soon after that she decided she really wanted to do something about her depression. She had been classified as clinically depressed and thought that there was no more that she could do about it. So there are 3 enormous WIFMs, aren't there? I love that word, WIFMs. W-I-I-F-M. What's in it for me? She had passionate reasons, and hence a great desire to use the power of her subconscious mind. Helping her mother, handling the pain of the needle going into her breast, and getting depression out of her system. Right now, I'm going to pause for about 15 seconds. I want you to go back to why you bought this series of tapes. What prompted you? What sparked the thought inside you? What brings you to be listening to this tape right now? If you can identify good reasons, your WIFMs, what's in it for me, or in this case, what's in it for you, when you learn this process, then it's actually going to help you achieve your goals faster. And you're really going to get more out of these tapes. Here comes the 15 seconds. Great! It's always desirable to have good, strong reasons. It builds desire. Take school as an example. There are so many people at school or university who don't know why they're there. They may be there because their parents want them to be there, but they have no real personal desire to be there. Hence, learning becomes an ordeal. I can assure you that it is best to have personal, meaningful reasons to be at school. There is life after the end of school and after the end of university. So having good reasons that extend beyond university will make learning more relevant and interesting. There's a purpose behind having compelling goals and WIFMs. It's actually been proved through dream study that having a goal is the principal key towards happiness, because happiness comes from moving towards a goal, not just getting it. Happiness is the journey, not the destination. Always have a goal if you want happiness. What helps to make a good employee, a good employer, or a good student? One that has direction, has goals, knows why they are doing whatever it is they're doing. And remember, happiness comes from that. Let's just pause here for a moment to give some instructions for the use of this series of tapes and videos. Firstly, you'll notice the length of each side of each tape A, B, or C is 20 minutes, or the closest that I could get to 20 minutes, and for a talker like me, that's not easy. Why 20 minutes? Because that is the average adult concentration span. For those younger, it is their age plus 2 minutes. These 3 tapes you can play anywhere. They are about tape A, side 1. I introduce the calm concept and the benefits to be had from learning the calm technique. Tape A, side 2, is science of the mind. On tape B, side 1, we discuss the alpha brainwave state and the use of emotion. Tape B, side 2, is about goals, WIFMs and visualization. Tape C, side 1, gives 8 steps to achieving goals faster. And tape C, side 2, tells you the 7 steps to accelerate your learning. There is an additional tape, which is Peaceful Place number 2. This tape is called Guided Imagery. It's a relaxation tape, and you must only play it where you can be quiet and not interrupted. In other words, you do not play it in the car. Play it at home or at a quiet time at work when you are still and inactive. So when you're in your bedroom or in your study, play Peaceful Place 2. I will guide you through tapes A, B and C as to when to play the different exercises on Peaceful Place 2 Guided Imagery. By using this tape series, you will learn in the following sequence: how to relax and release stress in 30 seconds. The science of the mind, recall, memory, focus, concentration. We'll talk about the different brainwave states and the benefits to being able to use each state deliberately. To explore how you can communicate with the subconscious mind using the special laws and language of the subconscious mind. The writing and visualization of your goal. To put all this together in an easy 8-step technique to enable you to get your goals faster. And once you have learnt the CALM technique, you will learn how to apply it with 7 steps to academic accelerated learning. Having a goal is the first requirement. Video number 1 is called Using the Power of Your Minds. In this video, I describe how it is that I became aware of the power of the subconscious mind and proved it to me. You are taken through an exercise of experiencing the power of your subconscious mind. And then there is a brief preview of the science of the mind. 2 pieces of technical equipment are demonstrated showing the alpha brainwaves. And the video concludes with an overview of supporting books, tapes and seminars that are available from my company. Video number 2 is experiential highlights of the CALM Life Skills Seminar. This actually took place on the 29th of January 1994. This video actually acts as a revision for the seminar and really complements this tape and video series. If you have not done the CALM Life Skills Seminar, then the most appropriate time for you to watch and partake with this video is at the completion of the tape series. The book, Peace of Mind, is also part of your package. Use the book as a reference. All the points in these tapes are in the book. There are many exercises in the book, and all of them are worth doing. If you haven't already done so, now is the time to watch the video, The Power of Your Subconscious Minds. If you're in your car, then of course that's pretty difficult. In the video, there is an exercise whereby you will demonstrate to yourself just how easy it is to access your subconscious mind. It's great to experience the power of the subconscious mind firsthand. Then you get an idea of where we're headed. We all access the subconscious mind easily and readily. For instance, have you read an exciting book and you think 20 minutes have gone by and really it's been an hour? Or how about watching a good movie? I can remember watching Schindler's List, which is at least a 3-hour film. Do you know that movie, as far as I was concerned, was over in half an hour? I'm sure you've experienced that feeling before. Well, you know what? That's the alpha state. You see, when you are in that light, relaxed state, that focused concentration state, then time stands still. Scientists have called that the alpha brainwave state. That's the state that we are going to work with. It's powerful, and you learn to do it on purpose in 30 seconds or less. Stress goes in that state. Incidentally, it's just as easy to get into as daydreaming. That's right. When you daydream or ponder on something, you are in that relaxed alpha state. You may be wondering, why get into the alpha state? Scientists have shown that we have a reticular activating filter between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. This reticular activating filter opens up in the relaxed state, and in that state you get access to your subconscious mind. It's like opening the doorway to the subconscious mind. Why do we want to get into the subconscious mind? That's easy. All our memory, habits, personality, and self-image are in the subconscious mind. Scientists say the subconscious mind is 88% of the mind. How fast can you get into alpha and access your subconscious mind? Well, how fast can you switch into a daydream? Instantaneously. That's how fast you can get into the alpha brainwave state. Did you know that between the ages of 0 and 5 years old, we learn more facts than it takes to obtain an engineering or a medical degree? Why? One reason is that we live in the alpha state. The filter is open, and all the information goes straight into the subconscious mind. My guess is that it also has a lot to do with love and encouragement that was around us when we were learning so much. Do you know what the job of the subconscious mind is? To keep you where you are now. That's right. To keep you with all the habits that you have right now. The job of the conscious mind is to decide if you want a new habit, and then to put the new habit into the subconscious mind. You can expect the subconscious mind to fight against it, the new habit. Not until it has got it will it help you. This is why, if we have a habit of self-sabotage, it will continue to sabotage us until we change the habit in the subconscious mind. After watching the video, you would have experienced using your subconscious mind. You're going to do that again at the end of side 1 of this tape by building a peaceful place inside your mind. Before you play side 2 of this tape, you need to play Peaceful Place 2, track 1 of the guided imagery tape, Building Your Peaceful Place. With this guided imagery, you will be taking the first steps to creating relaxation for yourself, any time you choose. You will also be laying down a neural pathway for instant access to your subconscious mind and hence tap into your own mind power. During this entire exercise, you have total control whilst remembering a place where you experienced relaxation. You reconstruct this place in your imagination, describing it to yourself in pictures, sounds, and feelings. From this place of relaxation, a magic pathway opens up. You go along it to what is called your peaceful place. This can either be a place you know in reality or one of total imagination, maybe even a combination of the two. It is a setting where you have a perfect peace. Every time you go to this place in your imagination, you will experience automatic relaxation and stress will vanish. You are, in fact, going to be the architect and the builder of this setting inside your mind. You will build the walls, the floor, the ceiling, even if they are made of air, inside, outside, every detail. Your ultimate aim is to be able to get to your peaceful place in a few seconds. It just takes practice. With practice, you build a neural pathway, and then you just think, peaceful place, and you're there. It becomes automatic. Remember, every time you go to your peaceful place, relaxation occurs. And relaxation is the first step to accessing your subconscious mind. Then you can accelerate learning and attain your goals faster, 3 to 7 times faster. So let's just review the essentials of this tape. That the average adult focused concentration span is 20 minutes. 2. There's a filter between the conscious and subconscious mind that opens up when you relax. 3. That the subconscious is 88% of your mind, and in it is all your memory, habits, personality, and self-image. 4. That relaxation is the alpha brainwave state, and that you have easily achieved that in the past. You can deliberately access your memory in your subconscious mind by relaxing, therefore opening the filter, that is, the doorway. 6. WIFMs. What's in it for me? It's an essential step to getting goals, desire or reasons to get the goal. 7. That happiness comes from moving towards the goal. Always work with goals. This tape is about to end, so you need to find a quiet space like your bedroom or study to play the next tape, Peaceful Place 2, Track 1, Building Your Peaceful Place. Then you can go on with this tape, Tape A, Side 2. For emphasis, I'm going to reiterate where to play Tape 2, Guided Imagery. You've got it, I'm sure. It must be played in a place where you are still and inactive. You need to give the words on this tape 100% of your focused concentration. You will have your eyes shut for about 20 minutes. This step is probably the most crucial in being able to get to relax and release stress in 30 seconds. So just do it. Bye for now.